Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to start this video with this quote from Nick Saban because this was one of the lessons that I taught my son today. I just finished up throwing baseballs to my sons for the third time this week, so that means that their baseball week is complete. Mission accomplished. Well, many times as your kids are growing up and you're dealing with people and you've got different things going on, you run into many situations where various people, it could be in baseball for baseball practice, where kids are just kind of straggling in and some show up, some don't show up on time, and some more than others don't show up on time. Well, this Nick Saban quote is, "Be on time because it shows you care." And I'm talking to anybody that's a young person out there listening to me right now, and maybe some of you older people. Being on time growing up for me was one of my pet peeves because it was one of the things that my father just drilled into me is about being on time. And as a young person, I never really understood why that bothered him so much when I was not on time or somewhere when I said I would be there. And he said that when you're not, my dad always told me, he said, when you're not on time, that's like telling the person that you've told you're going to be there a couple of things. First, you're telling them that your word's no good. And that may seem like that it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it is. Right out of the gate, you've told that person. If you tell someone you're going to meet them somewhere at a certain time, don't just be there on time, be there 5 or 10 or 15 minutes early so that you're sure you've got enough time. And he always told me, he said, if you're not on time, that tells them not only that you don't value it shows that you don't value their time and you don't keep your word. So in other words, you're telling that person the second you don't show up that you don't value what their time is worth because you just wasted their time. All of the time that you weren't there when you showed up, you've just wasted of theirs. And it's really, if you really look at it and think about it, it's a very selfish thing. But more important than anything I just said, it tells people that you're the kind of person that does what they say they're going to do. And I was drilling that in my son's head this morning for whatever reason it came up. But be on time because it shows you care. And that's from Nick Saban. And just in the case of Nick Saban, he's a football coach. Now, if he's got 3 football players that are all very talented and they all show up to the field to play football and they all are beasts on the field, but 2 of them never can show up on time, but the one guy's there 15 minutes early every time. Who do you think is going to play out of those 3 players? That's just one example. Okay, enough of that. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood. That's one of my big pet peeves in life. Okay, I wanted to show you something that I've shown before, but I changed the numbers just to be updated for today. What you're looking at is Coin Paprika. We're looking at a $273 billion market cap. The market is really just flat, not much at all happening. But it's times like this when not much at all is happening. These are the times that I like to reflect a little and give things some perspective, so that when you're bored in times like this or when you just don't want to look at things, this is the bigger picture, keeping your eyes on the prize of what does and can happen. Right now we've got Bitcoin's at about 9,884, 218 for Ethereum, 31 cents for XRP, $92 for Litecoin, $2.99 for Bitcoin Cash. And then let's look at this as well. This is I clicked on the all-time high button, and these are the all-time highs. So you see Bitcoin 20,000 something, XRP 384, Ethereum 1432, Litecoin 375, Bitcoin Cash 4355. And this column over here shows you how much percentage these digital assets have to go up before they will be at their all-time high. Now, I want to really put some perspective to this because you really need to understand this. I think it was C3 Nick a while back who said that you have to endure the 90 to 95% pullbacks in order to get the thousands of percent appreciation. Now, I don't know if you've ever looked, but if you look back at 2017, you may not know this. The digital asset that had the best performance in 2017 had over 1 million, this is not exaggerated, over 1 million% return in 1 year. 1 million%. XRP had just over 36,000% return. And then over the last year, it's gone down about 95%. And so the idea of going up these percentages, and this isn't the first time any of this has happened with any of them. When we have real bull markets, all of the major coins typically are going up thousands of percent. And that's before, and remember, we've never had Wall Street coming in force. We've never had real utility and commercial utility that's coming in. The last bull run did not have Ripple and MoneyGram as a partner. And so against that backdrop and what I just said, I wanted to show you, I had put together a couple of spreadsheets. And the first one I was going to show you is this one. These are the all-time highs that I just showed you. And what you're looking at here is this column right here is, I just did Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, Stellar, Tron, Cardano. 20,089 for Bitcoin. You'll see Cardano is $1.33. And then these are the prices that I input. I updated these. And I put in here under the amount section, these are hypothetical figures. So for instance, let's say we're assuming you own 2 Bitcoin. At today's value, your Bitcoin's worth around 19,810. At Bitcoin's all-time high, your Bitcoin is worth about $40,178. Let's look at XRP. The all-time high is $3.84. Today's price is 31 cents. Let's say you own 20,000 XRP. At today's value, yours is worth $6,200. At the all-time high, that same XRP is worth $76,800. Now, I like to look at Tron and Cardano. Those had really done well. Tron is all-time highs at 30 cents. Today's price is at 2 cents. With 50,000 Tron, your value is $1,000 today. At the all-time high, it's worth $15,000. Now, Cardano, on the other hand, at $1.33, I think Cardano is one of the best buys in the market right now. Today, it's worth 5 cents. It got as high as $1.33. If you own 40,000 Tron, it's worth $2,000 at today's prices. If at the all-time high, that Tron at $1.33 is worth $53,200 at the all-time high. That puts things in perspective right there. So now let's look at my other sheet that I did. And what you're looking at here is how many XRP would it take to be a millionaire? And what I did here is these are the XRP hypothetically that you're holding. Vincent Wilson, for those of you that don't remember, he was a guy who was posting in the comment sections of a lot of YouTubers' videos a few months back, and he was saying, he would make a comment like 20,000 XRP will be life-changing in a couple of years and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're looking at here is if you hold 500 XRP, you need it to go to $2,000 to be a millionaire. If you hold, let's take 10,000 XRP, you need it to go to $100 to be a millionaire. If you're Vincent Wilson and you own 20,000, you need it to go to $50. If you own 100,000 XRP, you need it to go to $10 and you are a millionaire. If you hold 500 XRP, I use the all-time high here. If you hold 500 XRP at the all-time high, let me see. Yeah, at the all-time high, 500 XRP is worth $1,655. At the all-time high, 10,000 XRP is worth $33,100. At the all-time high, Vincent Wilson's 20,000 is worth $60,200. 100,000 XRP at the all-time high is worth $331,000, folks. The question you need to ask yourself as an XRP holder is this. Do you think that XRP, now remember, in 2017, we had about 1 to 200 less exchanges that you could buy XRP on. XRP was not on Coinbase. We didn't have any utility. XRapid was not live yet. We did not have a partnership with MoneyGram. We had not had really, literally, maybe 10 to 20 pictures of Brad Garlinghouse with central bankers. We did not have the Treasury Secretary, the Federal Reserve Chair, the President of the United States talking about digital assets. We didn't have BACT coming in. We didn't have Fidelity Digital Assets. We didn't have ErisX. We didn't have any of these things, folks. You need to look very closely at this and really look what kind of a life changes that you're wanting, and make sure your goals are in line with where you are as an XRP holder. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that this is what your XRP future looks like at these prices. And this is where you will be an XRP millionaire. Thank you for listening.